Running 1,000 Miles to Freedom. The story of two fugitives, married couple William and Ellen Craft, who together fled captive slavery in the southern United States and won their freedom in the North. A tribute to their lives and memory, created by Croteau, Jacob Hashey, Sophia Merian, and McHale.
William and Ellen Craft were born into slavery in the mid-1820s. Despite having different owners, they were allowed to marry. Although the pair was not able to live together, they eventually planned and executed one of the most famous escapes from American slavery.
Ellen was the daughter of her master and one of his black slaves. She was almost able to pass as white, well enough that she was often mistaken for one of the children of the family she served. This greatly upset her white mistress, who hated her and her husband for his infidelity. She ended up giving Ellen away as a wedding present to a woman Ellen herself described as kinder, and who she believed spared her from the worst features of slavery, including things like whipping.
They passed Ellen off as a white man, disguising her features with a pair of glasses and a heavy bandage around her face. She pretended to be deaf and mute. The bandage prevented her from speaking, and her arm was put into a sling to hide the fact that she couldn't write. William went along with her, playing the part of a faithful slave. They had to be careful that William wouldn't be taken by other slaveholders. If they were discovered, then they would be killed on spot. The couple prayed and started their long journey to freedom.
Very dark-skinned in comparison to Ellen. He worked as a cabinet maker and was allowed to keep most of the money he earned. Before meeting Ellen around the age of 18, he was forced to watch his younger sister, and each of his parents were sold away to different masters.
The couple was able to sneak on board a train to Boston using the money William had saved. It was a difficult journey. At one point, a man instructed Ellen how to treat William with more severity. Another offered to take him off her hands. Though there were many close calls, the couple managed to make it all the way to the free states of the North.
There they were taught by abolitionists how to read and write. William eventually composed a moving narrative about their journey, titling it 1,000 Miles to Freedom. In it, he chronicled not only the story of their survival, but the stories he had heard throughout his life of others who weren't so lucky. He frequently quoted unjust passages of laws that supported and upheld slavery.
When bounty hunters came searching for them, and the North no longer provided safety, William and Ellen fled on board a ship to England. If they had been caught, it would have been deemed acceptable to return them to their former masters or kill them where they stood. William and Ellen eventually had 5 children together. After the Civil War, they returned to America, where the Fugitive Slave Act no longer threatened them. There they lived out the rest of their lives, eventually passing away in Georgia.
Crafts and their daring plan to escape enslavement had become a part of our history. They will be remembered forever as heroes who broke away from one of the darkest parts of American history and chose to share their story with the world.
We board the train, first class, and I avert my eyes, shielded with green spectacles, lest anyone get wise. My shorn head in a beaver hat, I turn toward the skies and pray for journeying mercies to keep us in disguise.